Hey guys, Bitcoin hasn't done much over the last few days. We came up to 17k, we're lurking in the region, not really doing an awful lot, but I do have reason to believe that volatility will be spiking again in the coming days. I also have a chart that I want to show you guys that's very, very important. For the first time in the entire price history of Bitcoin, we are at severe risk of forming a weekly candle death cross, okay, between the 50 and 200 week SMA, which has never happened in the entire price history of Bitcoin. Could this lead to dramatically downwards price action? Are we able to avoid it still? We're going to have to get into that as well. We're also going to be reiterating some points we've made in the past around the critical levels of Bitcoin, given this break in volatility. That is generally what you want to do. You want to familiarize yourself with the charts while there's not volatility, so that when there is volatility, you know exactly what's going on. Before we get into the video, I will quickly give a quick shout out to all the links in the pinned comments and description, the VIP group link, the Telegram community discussion link, the Crypto Academy courses link. If you want to learn how to trade, you can do that. And the Crypto Academy courses YouTube channel. All those things are worth checking out. They support the channel and also support yourself in learning how to trade better and getting VIP signals, of course. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off with the big one here. And you'll have to excuse me a little bit, guys. I'm a little bit sleep deprived right now, but I'm trying my best to get the video out regardless of the situation. I really wanted to talk about this. I saw it. I've been seeing it for a long time, right? For months, I've actually been watching it. But, you know, I've never been exactly sure when to bring it up because I don't want to fearmonger. Because I don't think death crosses and golden crosses and any sort of MA cross are necessarily conclusive, decisive evidence of something dramatically dropping or dramatically pumping. You see various different things happen with MA crosses and you know, golden crosses, death crosses, and some of the time they end up being complete dubs. Like you'll see the cross and absolutely nothing will happen, or nothing will happen for weeks on end. But essentially, what we can see really, let's go ahead and delete these lines here, is the red is the 50 SMA and the green is the 200 week SMA. They're coming towards each other. They've never seen a cross before. They got very close in 2015, but we were saved by a pump. We didn't quite see it. In 2018, we didn't get very close. It acted as resistance before moving upwards, and the 200 acted as support on multiple occasions in history. Now, this time around, there is dramatic reason to believe we'll see a death cross, and one of the reasons for that is the fact we lost the 200, right? In the past, we didn't see death crosses because we were able to maintain the 200 and swing to the upside just in time. Right now, we've lost the 200. We're significantly below the 200. In fact, we're over, you know, let's see, we're over 30%, currently 30% below the 200, and that death cross is approaching very rapidly. If we do a textbook kind of extrapolation and just do lines like this, we can see that this cross might take place as early as January, right? Mid-January. So what is a death cross? Well, a death cross is when a smaller moving average crosses over a larger moving average. Generally speaking, death crosses consist of the 200 and the 50 SMAs. That's how they generally work, but obviously there's many different variations of them. The 200 and the 50, however, generally has the highest success rate, especially on Bitcoin, on something like the 3-day chart and the 5-hourly chart. And so a death cross on paper would send Bitcoin flying downwards. Right, so unless we can avoid this, unless we can swing to the upside very, very quickly and avoid that death cross, either this thing's going to cross and we're going to crash, or it's going to cross and it's going to be a dud. And you know, there's an argument to be made for both cases. Of course, if it crosses and we see a death cross, we'll buy the TA. That should be a bearish thing. But obviously, there's another argument to be made that a lot of people like to use, which is the market will do what you least expect it to do in some occasions. And with big things like this, everyone's going to have their eyes on this death cross. And since everyone's watching it, maybe that's an opportunity for corporations, whatever it may be, you know, whales, whatever, to manipulate the price and send it the other way. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. There is a death cross coming in. It is very important. It's not super important right now because it's still over a month away. But it's interesting to see something so major happen on Bitcoin, right? With that said, you know, and this is where we get into just the basic analysis, really. With that said, we are still on support via the horizontal line on the weekly chart, via the uptrending line on the weekly chart. We are still on support via the fact that we've broken out of a bullish descending channel structure, and we've gone straight into, as you can see in the short-term chart, an actual bullish structure again. We've gone straight into a bullish pennant formation. So there is reason to believe on the short term, and you can see the bullish pennant reflecting on the RSI with the support line on the RSI as well. There is evidence reflecting, and this is what I've been saying for days, ever since my last Bitcoin analysis, reflecting the fact that in the short term, Bitcoin really doesn't look too bad at all. In fact, it looks like a little bit of a potential rounding bottom formation here in the short term. Maybe we'll see that happen. We break this pennant to the upside, we'll get that confirmation. The critical level that we are looking for, right, to be flipped in the short and medium term is, of course, the June low. If we flip that 17.7k, 17.6k level, we will get back above that red line. We'll flip the level. This entire range here will be our new range that we get back into, and this entire range here could be labeled as a fake out driven by FTX, and we could find very strong support on this level and not drop back down again. So getting above 17.6k is incredibly important. And I just showed you that pennant formation. I showed you the fact that they're converging. Both angles of the pennant are converging quite rapidly towards each other. The pennant will be reaching an apex. Let me go ahead and check. On the 7th of December, which is 3 days from now, right? Which means we'll break out sometime within the next 3 days. The Bollinger Bands are saying we're probably going to break out sometime before that, of course. And so we're looking realistically at the next 2 days for a breakout of this bullish pennant formation. Now, it doesn't have to break to the upside, that's for sure. It certainly doesn't have to. We could very well reject from that level, in which case we'd go back down and likely retest for lows. But given the fact that we do have a lot of macro support here, I would say it is more likely than not that we do break to the upside. That's just me personally, though, right? And I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that. And honestly, it doesn't really matter what happens. What matters is when the critical level is taken. Again, 17.6k, and to the downside, the critical level would be that 15.6k level, which is where we saw the lowest actual consolidated candle closes of this bear market. Supporting the bearish argument, you could say the S&P 500 is supporting the bearish argument quite strongly right now. It has a downtrending line stemming from January 2022 all the way through to March 2022, all the way through to August 2022, and then all the way through to the current date. And we're rejecting from that line right now, as well as a horizontal resistance box. And so that rejection from the S&P, if strong enough, could lead to a pretty strong rejection on Bitcoin and could lead to the TA on Bitcoin to be thrown out the window. As for Ethereum, Ethereum's on support still, which is pretty good. And the total cryptocurrency market cap, which I don't think I have up on the screen here, but it will be showing a very similar thing, is of course on support as well. That pink line there on the total cryptocurrency market cap is the 2017 all-time high. If we zoom back, we can see that. And right now we're still holding that level. So again, just reiterating some points from last videos. I've spoken about these points quite a few times. The whole market's kind of on support right now. The S&P is in a little bit of a shaky position. If it rejects strong enough, yeah, it's going to send crypto down, that's for sure. But as of right now, just based on crypto's TA, it doesn't look too bad. And it does look like we will be seeing some more action very shortly with this bullish pennant formation coming to an end. Right, so I'm going to leave you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys. I want to briefly interrupt this video to talk about the BitGet Exchange. The BitGet Exchange has 5 times lower fees than Binance, which is the biggest major exchange in the cryptocurrency market on futures. It also has 0 fees on every single spot pair, so you can trade spot for entirely free, no fees included. It runs events. Right now it's got a FIFA World Cup event sponsored by Messi, the football player. It's got copy trading, strategy trading. It's got exclusive rewards and discounts in the reward center. It's got everything you need for a trader using an exchange. This is the exchange I personally use as a trader for my everyday trading, and I highly recommend everyone does so at the Wolves of Crypto YouTube channel. Sign up using my referral link for exclusive rewards and discounts. That really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it. For my fans from the United States of America, you can sign up using this exchange with a VPN and use the exchange with a VPN and just sign up using my referral link like normal, and you'll be treated like a normal customer because this is also a non-KYC exchange. So make sure to sign up using my referral link in the pinned comment or the description below, and without further ado, let's get back into the video.